I call the meeting to order. Welcome to meeting number 85 of the House of Commons Standing Committee on Veterans Affairs. And today it's supposed to be our last meeting on the study of transition to civilian life. Yeah, we have for civilian life, but I know that we're going to have more votes. But first of all, I'd like to, because it's 5:15 on my watch, I'd like to know if I have unanimous consent to go till 7:15. Yeah, until jusqu'à quand?
Les activités ce soir.
Well, there are activities tonight in another room. All right, well, in that event, before we go to the witnesses, given the time, what I propose is we're supposed to have another panel after, so I propose that we do the first panel.
After the opening remarks, we're going to have 6 minutes each to ask questions, and after that, we're going to go to the second panel till 6:30. Is that?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
If I can, before we go to witnesses, I'd move that we resume debate on my motion regarding the mission in Afghanistan. And when I say that, I mean it so that hopefully we can just go right to a vote on that motion, deal with it, and then go to the witnesses.
Please, let me finish the introduction, and I'll give you the mic right away.
Well,
because
I just moved it.
Yeah, but like I said, there is procedure, as you know. I have to go to vote right away. But let me open the meeting, and you're going to do it again, right? Okay, thank you. So, la réunion d'aujourd'hui se déroule sous forme hybride.
Today's meeting is being held in hybrid format in accordance with the standing orders. And again, when it is your turn to talk, avoid approaching or putting your earpiece too close to the microphone because it causes interference and it can injure our interpreters' ears. So please be careful when you're talking. And very quickly, I want to say hello to MP Vince Badoe, who is replacing Sean Casey for today.
Our clerk, or assistant clerk, I say assistant clerk, Madame Geneviève Desjardins, this is our last day today. So I'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Desjardins for being with us, but Mr. Malachi Azema still gonna stay with us at the committee. So now, before I introduce the witnesses, Mr. Richards, please go ahead.
Thanks, Mr. Chair, and I want to make this quick. I move that we resume debate on my motion regarding the national monument to the mission in Afghanistan. And I want to be clear, my hope is that we don't have to have any debate at all. We can move right to a vote and deal with it and go straight to our witnesses.
Okay, great. So, requests, yes, but let me make sure I take that I have to go right away to vote because c'est une option dilatoire, c'est ça? Motion dilatoire. So I'm sorry, Ms. Blenay, I have to go to vote right away because of this. So, first of all, do I have unanimous consent so would like to go to a vote? Yeah? Okay. Please, could you please take the vote, please? The clerk will take the vote.
So, just to be clear, we'll now vote on the motion?
Yes, exactly. No. We are now voting to go to resume debate.
I understood you had unanimous consent to resume debate and you were going to move right to the motion.
No. I don't have unanimous consent, so let's have the vote on resume debate, please.
Mr. Badawi?
No.
Mr. May?
No.
Mr. Miao?
No.
Mr. Sarai?
No.
Ms. Hefner,
No.
Mr. Dodo, Mr. Richards,
Yes.
Mr. Tolmie,
Yes.
Ms. Wagenthal,
In favor?
Monsieur Desilets,
En faveur?
Ms. Blaney,
In favor.
Yeas 6, oui pour 6, nays 5, contre 5.
Alors, merci. Donc, il faut...
Thank you. So now we have to resume debate on Mr. Blaney's, no, sorry, rather Mr. Richards' motion.
On the last meeting, Ms. Blaney just tabled a motion. She didn't put that motion, it was in notice. So, after reviewing the tape, excuse me, let me finish, please, let me finish. Après avoir regardé, visionné la
So
caméra,
after having looked at the camera,
l'appel au règlement de Monsieur Richard
the so it's Mr. Richards' motion is not receivable because Ms. Blaney simply tabled her motion and there was no debate. It was simply a notice of motion.
Now, I understand that we just vote to resume debate, but we can have debate on something that we don't have on the table because I'm going to give you the mic.
We're resuming debate on my motion.
Yes. But let me say something. Ms. Blaney come with a notice of motion. You have, vous avez un appel au règlement là-dessus.
You had a call to order, but there can't be a call to order because it wasn't tabled.
You understand? Okay, so now you have the mic. Yes, listen to you.
I would move that we call the question, or not move, but I ask that we call the question because I have nothing more to say, and I'm not on a
Can't
point.
do that
I'm
on
not
a
on a
point,
point of
Chair.
order. I'm recognized by the chair. Thank you.
He,
No, I'm not on a. My hand was first.
Okay. But
I'm asking we call the
and
question.
Mr. Sarai, right after. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Richards, you have the floor.
Don't understand what they're so scared of in these documents, but I'm asking that we call the question because I want to have our witnesses have a chance to speak, and we've debated this many times. We've debated many times, and I'd like us to move to a vote on the motion, please.
Mr. Chair, you cannot do that in a point of order. I'm sorry. No, you cannot.
Would hope you guys will not choose to waste time so we can go to a vote. That's all.
Point of order, Mr. Chair.
Right after, I know that I have Mr. Sarai and Mr. May, and after consultation, they told me that, first of all, we have an amendment from Mr. Desilets, so we have to go back to his amendment instead of discussing your debate, because that was on the table. So if we resume debate, we have to go back on the motion of Mr. Desilets.
Point of order,
First
Mr.
of all,
Chair.
no,
Point
Mr.
of order.
Sarai.
No, point of order, Mr. Chair.
Okay, point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We've had this happen before, where we've come back to debate, and I was next on the list, and you said that no, it's a whole new list, and it was whoever's had their hands up on that day, and I believe my colleague had his hand up, I had my hand up, and you went to Mr. Richards on a point of order, and I think if you consult the clerk, he cannot move a dilatory motion on a point of order. So my suggestion is that we go to my colleague who did have his hand up first. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I understand that, Mr. May, but we're not discussing any point of order now. The point of order was accepted. We have a vote on that, but to resume debate. And to resume debate, we have to go back to the motion of Mr. Desilets. But I understand that you said you had your name on the list last time we were discussing that, so I'm gonna verify if we have this such list so we can use it. Okay, excuse me. So debate was, excuse me, because the debate on that motion or that amendment was adjourned, so we have to start a new list. So that's why I ask, c'est pour ça que je demande à M.
That's
Desilets.
why I'm asking Mr. Desilets, does he have, as we've just voted, do you want to resume debate on your amendment? And if so, I would like Mr. Desilets to read the amendment for the committee members. Mr. Chair, it was quite it's been quite complicated with this amendment and this motion. So if I summarize, the motion that was tabled by the Conservatives, the one that we'll be dealing with in a few seconds, is the one dated December 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but for the time being, you have an amendment that you tabled on February 12th. Well, it's not a motion, it's an amendment. Yes, okay, sorry, amendment. I just wanted to rectify the facts because I also had a motion that I'd tabled earlier, but I want to facilitate the debate. And that's why we're going with the amendment, an amendment that was tabled on February 12th. And I'll read it out. So the motion that was, as I just mentioned, was that was tabled by the Conservatives be amended by added the following after paragraph B, C, and that the Department of Veterans Affairs Canada and the Department of Canadian Heritage provide the official report of the jury established for the selection of the firm responsible for the design of the National Monument to Canada's mission in Afghanistan. So that is the amendment that I am making to the motion that was tabled by the Conservatives. All right, thank you, Mr. Desilets. If there are MPs who would like to say something, please raise your hand, but I just want to say something.
Function, so please excuse, we have to deal with that, and we're going to come back to you. Sorry. So, not only Mr. Burry, but we have also by video conference, I'd like to apologize to him too. We have Mark Menkel, Corporal retired by video conference, and that's it. Yes, okay, sorry. So, any intervention on that amendment? Okay, Mr. Sarai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I again also want to apologize to Mr. Burry and Mr. Menkel who have taken out their time to do this, and unfortunately this this motion keeps coming back and being interrupting witnesses who are testifying whether about their violence perpetrated to them, harassment perpetrated to them, etc., or those like yourself who are trying to tell us on transition and how that transition should be possible. While I understand some members have concerns and want to get more information on this decision on the monument to Afghanistan, I think most people want the monument to be done, and I think we've had exhaustive discussions on this. We've brought in the ministers in plural, multiple times into this. We've gotten record requests. We've heard, and from the press even heard from people on the jury who have come out and said they actually support the decision, and the veterans on that jury have come out and said that they support this this decision. I think to go back and ask for an amendment to include the jury decision would be something that I think they have to check with their lawyers. I don't know the legalities, the disclosure requirements, what NDAs were